A few weeks ago, I made a video discussing my thoughts on the Cold War Alpha and discussed some of the information released about the campaign. I wanted to make another video that touched on the open beta along with some of my thoughts on the upcoming Zombies mode. Let's start out with the beta itself. Now, if you haven't watched my prior video or heard me talk about Call of Duty before, know that when it comes to this franchise, I prefer the campaigns and co-op modes that each game provides over the multiplayer component. I have enjoyed the multiplayer from some of the entries like Black Ops 1 and the recent Modern Warfare. So going into a new COD for the multiplayer, I never really know if I'm going to click with that aspect of the game. I had a pretty good time with the alpha, and I also had a fun time with this beta. In some ways, it feels like it took a bit of the mold from last year's Modern Warfare and changed some stuff around to really make it unique for this entry. The weapon leveling and attachment system, along with how everything is laid out, is very similar to the Modern Warfare 2019 version. While I am not very good at the multiplayer, I was having a lot of fun with this entry. I wanted to touch on some of the new modes that this beta provided. VIP was an interesting one. In this mode, you have one team who needs to protect one player and get them to the extraction point. The other team is trying to take you out. The VIP is only equipped with a pistol, but they have a spy plane and some equipment. Teamwork is key in this mode. In this mode, if you are down, there is a chance that one of your allies can revive you. But if you die, then you're out for the entire round. The limited life and the need to protect an ally really adds some intensity to this mode. After playing a few rounds, I found that playing with randoms was a bit of a mixed bag when it came to this mode. I did notice that players in this mode played more of the objective than they usually did, but playing with randoms, you lack that coordination that you would get by having a full team of friends. I did like how the extraction points would change each round so that it kept everything fresh. This was an interesting mode that I think would be great with a full team of people that you can fully coordinate with. Fireteam Dirty Bomb was another mode. Essentially, this is a variation on the Battle Royale formula, where you have several teams of 4 trying to complete an objective. This ended up not being my cup of tea. Where teamwork was key for VIP, teamwork is essential for this mode, and playing with randoms is not that fun. But I did like that you get to use a bunch of vehicles in this mode, and I got some fun snowmobile kills. I found myself enjoying the vehicles in this Call of Duty more than in the prior ones that included them in the multiplayer. I really enjoyed the motorcycles and how you could drive them into buildings and even hip fire while riding them. I loved using the boats during combined arms, but the boats definitely feel like they need more balancing to them. Because they have a decent amount of health, but they can also kill people instantly. While it is completely unrealistic, I do like that any weapon can damage a vehicle, even a tank. While the tank is made of paper, I really enjoyed using the tanks in the combined arms mode. I found myself playing COD much differently in this mode. I focused on getting into vehicles and just having a fun time with them. Each of the vehicles gave you a good sense of empowerment, either through how much damage they caused or the speed that they provided you.
That zone is falling to the enemy.
I really enjoyed the maps that were present, and I hope more interesting maps like the Armada one are in the main game. I like how this map gives you a lot of options for movement. You can use the zip lines, get in a boat, or even swim. I do like that you can quickly customize your weapon during a match, along with being able to vote on your next map location. I do want to make note that I did experience the beta hard crashing on me once, and a few times the game just threw me out of a match for no reason. I hope that these stability issues get fixed for the main game. One thing that I want to discuss is the switch to score streaks. I generally like the use of the score streaks in this. It feels like matches are not bombarded with kill streak after kill streak. They take longer to earn, and there's a cooldown on them, helping some of the matches not feel like it's just continuous kill streaks. And I also like the idea that you can continually work on your progress towards a kill streak even after death, but there's also something lost here. With this new system, points count towards you getting kill streaks, which means that the rush of earning kill streaks is kind of lost with this new system. Prior to this game, if you got a few kills in a row, you would get this great sense of satisfaction as you were earning your kill streaks. It had a great sense of risk and reward along with player urgency. The score system makes these kill streaks feel more random, and so a lot of that urgency in earning them is lost. So as of right now, I'm kind of in the middle on the use of this new system in this game. As a casual multiplayer fan, I was having a good time with the beta, and I am interested in the full game. And one last thing I noticed was the gun sounds seem to have been boosted a bit from the alpha. The gun sounds are not as strong as Modern Warfare 2019, but they definitely sound a bit better than they were in the alpha. Here's an example. With Treyarch releasing some information related to the upcoming Zombies mode for Cold War, I wanted to discuss this and my thoughts on the Zombies mode. I felt like the introduction to the original Zombies mode was really cool and a nice surprise. World at War already had a great campaign, but after completing the game it then drops you into a destroyed house. You start running around, you notice that there is some sort of currency system and that you can border up some of the areas. Then you hear your enemy and it's revealed to be zombies. I know zombies are everywhere now, but this was relatively new and different to include an option like this at the time. The year prior to World at War, we had Modern Warfare 2, and it was the first time that they introduced co-op to the franchise with the use of the Spec Ops missions. I have always been a big fan of the Call of Duty campaigns, and when co-op was introduced and done very well, I wanted this mode to be continually included. For Treyarch, this was their co-op mode that players could enjoy. When it comes to the zombie modes in the several Call of Duty games, I generally do have a fun time with them, but my favorite of the bunch was enjoying the maps and improvements made with each new map released in World at War. The first map that came with the game acted more like a surprise and a testing ground to see if people would even enjoy this type of mode. With each new map pack, one new zombie map was included and each one improved on the other. Things really got interesting with each of the new maps. The playable characters also became actual characters and there was effort put into the writing for each of them. Each of the 4 characters play a stereotype of sorts, from the drunk Russian to the bravado American soldier. The maps kept getting interesting within World at War. They would introduce the perk system where you could use points to buy different perks like Speed Cola for faster reload. There were some Easter eggs that were fun to unlock, along with being able to upgrade your guns in the last map. There was a lot to enjoy, and I sunk my whole summer into the zombies modes when these maps were coming out. While I do think some of the later maps were fun, like Kino der Toten, for me the best form of zombies was with World at War and the original crew. I feel like Treyarch had a lightning in a bottle situation where it didn't really know how to recreate it after World at War. They tried some different things with the later zombie maps, but I found many of the new characters to not have the chemistry that the original crew had. I enjoyed Black Ops 3 a good amount, and I had some fun with Black Ops 4, but they didn't really have the same magic that World at War had. I also think that one area that should be addressed in these zombies modes is a way to actually complete them, not just seeing how long you can last or grabbing all the obscure Easter eggs. So after I saw the trailer for Cold War Zombies, it caught my interest with some of the expected stuff along with some of the surprising stuff they are doing in this entry. First, I really like how they showed off some of the items that we will be able to use in this map, and that the map seemed to have an underground area along with a more open area to explore. One thing that I really liked was that there might actually be a way to beat a zombie map with what appeared to be an option to extract from the map. So this might sound a little silly, but one issue I have with the zombies mode is that in general you cannot really beat them. You either find all the secrets or you find a way to survive a bit longer. But at the end of the day, the only way to really end the match is to die. Essentially, it feels like I'm always losing when playing this mode, but making it past more waves, it just makes me feel like I'm losing a bit better each time. But with this option to extract the map, they add this layer of actually being able to complete the map and escape. Plus, this adds some additional tension by letting you fight to escape the level. It does seem like that loadouts and a weapon rarity system is being included, and with this, I don't know how I feel about it. I enjoyed unlocking upgrades when they were introduced in Black Ops 3, but I'm a bit indifferent on the inclusion of them. I do like being able to add some personalization to the weapons, but the weapon rarity system could make this zombie mode really addictive, or it could make it feel like I can't progress because I don't have a high level weapon. I am a little bit disappointed that they are not going with the perfect tone that they had with World at War, where the zombies had the right amount of horror elements and the characters had good chemistry and funny lines. But I do not think that I'm ever going to get a zombies mode quite like that ever again. Either way, I am optimistic about this new zombie mode. In theory, this new option to extract would be the key feature that really keeps me coming back to zombies for a while. Black Ops Cold War has a bunch of stuff that has me interested in this entry. I generally like that we are returning back to the Cold War and the traditional Black Ops setting. I love that the campaign is going to feature similar choices like in the Black Ops 2 campaign. Some of the additions to zombies has me excited, like the inclusion of being able to extract from the map. I found the multiplayer generally fun in both the alpha and the beta. I do have concerns as well for the entire game, but I am optimistic about this entry. Thank you very much for watching.